Have you seen the new Voidzilla? It features an old stream fave. No, but CoffeeZilla, this is my fucking bad. But so my Twitter, I don't even remember that. Briefly, my Twitter got hacked like a year ago. I think it was like posting crypto scams and shit. And when it was hacked, she, I guess, or them, whoever hacked me, unfollowed like a ton of people, like, and blocked them. They blocked Lud, they blocked CoffeeZilla, they blocked whatever. So they blocked a lot of people. And so I unblocked CoffeeZilla. And we've been talking in DMs, but only today he's like, hey, I just realized I don't follow you. And he did follow me before the blocking. He's like, was it because of the hack? And I was like, I don't know, maybe, but I think he just saw my fucking tweet today about Allbirds AI. Anyway, that's neither here nor there. Just a reason he was on my brain because he talked to me today. Let's check Voidzilla. That sounds interesting. The fastest growing product ever.
The iPhone, it's been compared to a Ponzi scheme. Either way, a lot of people are investing and talking about a new product. It's really a stock, specifically preferred stock, called Stretch, and it's sold by MicroStrategy. I
fucking love anything roasting Michael Saylor and MicroStrategy. Micro dick strategy. that's on top of the dome. I'm just throwing that out there. It is a fucking massive Ponzi scheme. It's so fucking stupid. Although, I will say, we made a video, Max Stupid. Now, the world has definitely gotten stupider since Max Stupid, but the last half of the Max Stupid video is about how stupid MicroStrategy is, and since that video, it's way down. It's way down. So it was Max Stupid in that one particular area. He was also like, I think he was one of the first guys to do Bitcoin laser eyes. Remember that trend? When all the fucking crypto people had fucking laser eyes on social media? He was the guy that kicked that off. It was truly a horrible...
Because his company is currently raising billions of dollars by offering something called Stretch. The company uses the proceeds from those sales to then go buy more Bitcoin, and they claim that this has been their fastest launch in history. They say it's growing their revenue faster than the iPhone.
And if you compare this historically to other products, the most successful products in the world, the Apple iPhone took about a year to get to $5 billion of cumulative revenue. So from a pure product perspective,
you've got a better product than the iPhone.
You could argue that Stretch.
You could argue that pretty soon everyone will be using Stretch, which is just to pay you money to buy Bitcoin at a premium. You could argue that every family in America is going to want to use Stretch to pay you money.
So what does Stretch do? I'm going to try to make it simple. You put in your money, they say they're going to yield about 11.5% a year. Now that is a variable interest rate, but it's basically double-digit returns, which is just mind-blowing.
Always a good sign. If anyone promises you guaranteed double-digit returns, you know you're going into a good investment, a good deal. You're gonna get 11% on your money guaranteed? Fuck yeah, bro.
Always a question with all of this financial engineering. Anytime you see it, you always wonder, what is the catch? And that's really how I feel about all too good to be true yields in finance. There's always a battery hiding somewhere or a risk that you're not really aware you're taking on. Like if you think back to the Terra Luna collapse, there was a stable coin and
I mean, the battery in this case is that Bitcoin has to keep going up or he collapses. The only way he can afford to pay back the debt he's taken on to buy Bitcoin is that the prices they keep going up.
Super high yields always carry a lot of risk. The only question is, where does that risk exist?
Stretch is the simplest instrument we've ever created from the point of view of the investor, but it's the most ambitious piece of financial engineering from the point of view of the issuer.
It's simple for you. You put money in and it's guaranteed to return. It's complicated on our side. Don't worry about that. It's a very complicated piece of financial engineering on our side, but for you, it's very simple. You will make money guaranteed.
Where Stretch is some money market-like instrument where it's like a bank, where it's like a savings account, but it's paying you 11.5%. But you dig into the details, and that's not what it is. And the risks are not too different from the risks you have just buying Bitcoin, except the way those risks...
Except they're worse. Buying MicroStrategy stock in general, let alone Stretch, is just worse. It's just valued higher than the Bitcoin it holds. You're just paying a premium to have him buy Bitcoin for you. It is one of the dumbest ideas ever. That's why I make the video how stupid it was at the beginning, even when it was doing well. Even when it was doing well, I made that Max Stupid video. I was like, this is so obviously stupid, so obviously a Ponzi scheme, because at the very end of the day, even if you believe 100% Bitcoin, you could just buy Bitcoin. You don't have to pay a 3 times premium to this guy to buy it for you.
Okay, so this is a tweet from the executive chairman of Strategy, Michael Saylor. It says, "You weren't meant to live an uncomfortable life." And then this is the video.
Are you on vacation here?
I live here. I'm retired. I just don't think I'm meant to live an uncomfortable life.
Wow. How did you make it?
I worked hard as an engineer to save money. Again. Then I put my savings into Stretch.
What is Stretch?
Dude, at some point though, I mean, we're in 2026 now. If you fall for this shit, bro, you're too dumb to save. You know what I'm saying? I feel like my attitude has changed over the years. Like I used to be a guy, you go back to my 2024 videos or whatever, I'm like, this is such a crime. My people need to know. It's 2026, bro. If you're seeing an obviously AI video telling you to put your money into Stretch so you can live an easy life, and you're like, damn, I better. I'm losing patience, bro. You're so dumb. You're so dumb to do this. You have to be actually dumb.
It's the Stretch, 11% monthly cash.
Oh my God.
Okay, I'm gonna pause.
They made an AI song?
What do I want? I want to put my money in a bank. I want them to pay me 10%. I don't want the government to tax it. Okay, how long was that conversation? That was like 12 seconds?
You do get taxed on this. You don't get to avoid taxes because you put your money in Stretch. Even if they didn't pay out 11%, you do get taxed.
In fact, 80% of Stretch is held by retail investors. And so it's meant to be a
Why do they
retail
have him
product
on?
that's really...
Dude, at some point, CNBC, you guys stop putting on an obvious fucking grifter trying to get your audience to buy dog shit. It's crazy. I guess it's right after fucking Jim Cramer. He gets so many news appearances, and it's like at this point, there is no depth to what he's doing.
Here's Michael Saylor. Stretch delivers money market-like stability with market-leading risk-adjusted returns. Guys, they are comparing themselves very directly to a money market.
Yeah.
Once again, here's the CEO.
Think about it as how you might get paid on a money market.
They're presenting
That
it
is
like
such
such a
a
simple
scam.
thing. It's just like your savings account, right? But better.
When we sell STRC, we're selling equity. When you give me $1 million to buy a preferred equity with a variable dividend, if you read the securities document and you understand what that security is, you're entering into a perpetual swap. I am agreeing as the issuer to give you SOFR, the standard overnight funds rate, plus a credit spread determined by the company. And you are agreeing to give the company that capital forever. And so that, and you're not getting the money back. So
We're not going to give you back the $1 million, but we will give you, maybe in the first few months, this 11% that we promised you, though we have no obligation to do 11%. We can change the percentage to whatever the fuck we want at any time. And also, you're never getting the $1 million back. So we've basically just stolen your money, and we're going to pay you some percent while the times are good, and then close up shop when the times are bad. Genius. Classic Ponzi scheme.
yeah, you can't, it's not like you can go to the bank and say, give me the $1 million back tomorrow. In fact, you're not getting the money back ever.
Now that sounds a lot different.
That sounds like a good fucking deal, though, huh? Fuck, do you see the AI girl on the beach? 11%. Don't think about it too hard.
Different than like what people imagine when they hear, bond, loan, money market, bank, right?
Would you like a bank account that pays you 11% that's tax deferred?
Yeah, it's not a bank. That's the key difference between a bank. That's why a bank pays you less. You can go get your money out anytime. I gotta say, I'm really disappointed in the chat right now. I guess some people just want to stay broke. I'm taking my safe 11% and retiring at the resort with that lovely lady. Fucking true. Bunch of fucking brokies, jealous brokies in this chat, honestly. Just talking shit on an innovator like Michael Saylor, trying to make some real fucking gains. Bunch of wage slaves.
Part of the way Stretch mimics a bank account, mimics a savings account, is that they are trying to keep it as close to $100 in value at all times. Meaning the idea is there's almost no volatility in this stock. The problem with it, well, currently, in order to keep it at par, Michael Saylor says they've raised the dividend rate 5 times.
So what are they going to do if it doesn't trade at $100? They're going to raise the dividend rate. Have they done that? Yeah, 5 times.
So ultimately, Stretch will only stay at $100, and you will not risk losing your principal investment as long as there's another guy willing to buy it at $100. Now, again, they have that lever of increasing the dividend more and more and more to try to keep bringing new people in, but that only lasts as long as people see Strategy as being well backed enough by Bitcoin.
What's extra funny about Strategy is, you know, the company is just a big vault of Bitcoin, essentially. But unlike a big vault of Bitcoin, they also have costs. So like, it's basically Bitcoin minus 500 million a year in costs, because they pay these salaries and they pay for office space and they pay for this other shit. And so the company, that's just a wrapper around it, loses 500 million a year. It's crazy. It's just a dumb idea on every level.
And a lot of people are going to be running for the door, and a lot of people are going to lose money. Now, I want to be clear that I'm not forecasting doom on the horizon of Stretch. I am not even calling it a Ponzi scheme, although I think there are some comparisons you could make. In fact, I think they disclose.
Is there a legal reason he's not? I think it's a fucking Ponzi scheme. Sue me, Michael Saylor. It's a fucking Ponzi scheme, bro. It is a Ponzi scheme. It is a scam. It does not make sense. They are not creating a real yield. It is funded by the next guy up.
So eventually, Stretch will have to be funded by what exactly, right? They have a cash reserve, but that'll eventually run out. Bitcoin doesn't yield anything, so you'd have to sell it at some point, which would put a negative pressure on your entire treasury. Or they can try to keep issuing shares in perpetuity, but how are they going to do that? Well, maybe they just keep raising the yield of Stretch. Doesn't seem like
it's a Ponzi scheme. They don't make any money, yet they're paying out money. Simple. How do they get that money? The next guy to put money in. It is a Ponzi scheme.
If you hear people compare Stretch to a bank, to a money market,
stupid,
to any kind of debt instrument where the person is actually obligated to pay you the amount back, please correct them. That is not what is going on here. And the financial engineering is actually to make it look like it's those things when it is very much, in fact, not. You still have the same risks you have with any stock. You have a concentrated risk to Bitcoin. Your money is not insured. You have no risk.
Okay, I mean, we get it. It is bad. What is Bitcoin at today? Is it up? If so, I'm going all in on Stretch, because I don't want to buy Bitcoin myself. I don't want all the upside. Bitcoin's at 75K. It was down to like 60, right? Is that up a little bit? No, I mean, basically. Definitely been a bad year for the coin. All the Trump gains for Bitcoin have been totally wiped out. The great crypto president. Wasn't Trump going to implement a Federal Reserve for cryptocurrency? I think Trump in the early days of administration was talking about it wasn't a Federal Reserve, it was like a strategic reserve of cryptocurrency where we would take tax dollars to buy Bitcoin. And I remember being so mad about it. And now that would be like the coolest thing Trump's done in a month. I'd be like, you know what? He's trending in a positive direction. You know what? It's not so bad. Simpler times, bro. Simpler times. But they didn't actually do it. They didn't do it. As I said in my video at the time, it was actually a giant rug pull on crypto people. Trump never met a different group he can't scam, bro. He scammed crypto people, he scammed non-crypto people. He scammed both sides, bro. You got to give him that. He actually didn't do a strategic reserve of crypto. He just made the title of one, but it was only filled with crypto seized by the FBI. He just put that, and it was like this tiny little amount. This is Strategic Crypto Reserve of America. They didn't actually buy anything with American dollars.